What's up, YouTube? How's it going? It's Isaiah, and here is a coaching video I did for a platinum player. These coaching videos are usually an hour long, but I try to cut it down as much as possible for you guys so you guys can get just the raw information, the advice, the tips that I give out. And if you clicked on this video, that means you want to get better too. So stay tuned for every single minute because I go really in depth into positioning, into leveling, into holding units, into trying to play as flexible as possible, but also committing when we can to a comp if as early as possible. If you want to skip around, I will have chapters that you can skip around below. But also, if you are a platinum or diamond player and you want to climb the masters, this is the video for you. So do not miss out on any of the information I'm giving out.
Like that.
Yeah, just do it. Asian is literally so. Oh my fucking god! Just level. Take out Siphon history. What have you been playing a lot?
Um,
You played Nami 3-star for second place.
yeah, I wasn't.
It doesn't say your augments though. Wait, does it?
I had the Mage Crown Portable Forge, and I got the Earth Scrap Bag one. I
Okay.
played Sona with the Mage Emblem, which is pretty nice, to be
Yeah,
honest.
very good. Yep, that's pretty good. Then you went to 9 and got Zoe 2. Usually when you play mages, so you can get away with it now, but typically the higher you climb, you're gonna realize that unless you have a insane frontline, mages is gonna be just trash. Like getting 3-star Nami is not bad. Like you put 3 Astrals, 3-star Nami to get like a strong stage 2 strong stage 3 board with 3-star Nami. And then your Silas gets all like the tank items. But like late game you can do Silas Ornn plus the Namzi if you have it. You do have rare doings, but
Yeah, the random ones was nice.
we played a lot of swing games when I was coaching you.
This game, the seventh place, I like tried to do the Jade because I remember you telling me it was a lot stronger.
Yeah, I see you have IE and Morello's, which is
Yeah, it was. Those were just like the
this
best.
is
I was like,
scuffed.
yeah, it was. I was hella low HP. It was just the best things to slam.
Yeah, I see you got 2-star Yasuo, so this team is not very bad. It's not bad at all. I think if you have better items on Swain, you would win this for sure. Holding pairs and make sure you're holding a. Typically, I'll hold as much pairs for frontline units, and then I'll hold one backline unit that I feel like is strong. So the units I've been playing backline
Oh.
are like Senna and Ezreal. Those are like the strongest one cost, I think. Nidalee's a strong one cost too, but the synergies aren't very practical.
Okay, so like establish a strong front line early because I'm pretty much hunting for my carries later, the
Yeah.
higher cost carries.
I mean, any one cost, 2 cost carry can carry. Like it doesn't matter what. So you don't need to
Yeah.
focus on it. Cuz any yeah, pretty much. Any range unit can carry essentially. I think Varus is probably the worst carry in the game.
Yeah, I
But
feel like you're right because as long as your front line lives, I mean,
yeah, they just go to town. If you don't know what carry you want to play, like what kind of like if you're between like a Heimerdinger and a Senna, or like Senna and Ezreal, I would like definitely look at the items. The thing about Ezreal and Senna is that I think they both are pretty good with 80 and AP items. Obviously, Senna is more catered toward 80, and then Ezreal is a little more catered to AP, but they're both pretty good. So like if you get like belt or you want to go tier, we can go tier. I feel like whatever. I hate tier, but I played tier like 4 games in a row and like been winning a lot of games with that recently.
that early shiv maybe. So it's good early.
Only because I just been playing a lot of AP lately and just Asian late game.
A chance. I see a lot of
Yeah,
people with them though. Oh, it's Astros off the bat.
by the whole shop. So Karma could be your backline carry since you have tier, and then you can just wait for now. You have 3 Astrals, so you could throw in 3 Astrals. Like the thing about 3 Astrals is if you play 3 Astrals, you're destined to lose streak. Like it's really hard. It's pretty hard to just win any games with Astrals, and in this set, playing from behind is not very fun. Like it's not very practical. I'll buy all the one costs. So I was so wait. Yeah, you can do that. So like what I do is I never play Astrals, but that's just me. But and then I also I rarely buy 2 costs. I think I'll keep Kiana, but I would buy Leona at least for take out that one. Yeah, because you want some frontline. If you want a win streak, True Twos is the best way to win streak. And then, or you can just play Cybernetic if you're trying to play. Cybernetic 2 is good too.
I like True Twos.
Yeah, I'll go True 2s and then try to make as strong as team as possible. So find that. I would take out Astrals because just don't play Astrals. Like just sell them all. And then I would position on based on how other people are playing. So on this way, Thresh won't get targeted, which is what you kind of really don't want. You don't want Thresh to get targeted right away because you want him to cast twice. But yeah, 2 guild, 2 guardian is pretty strong, pretty good. That's why true twos is like kind of broken. I'll put the guardians definitely on the outsides though. So yeah. You want them to not you want them to target the guardians first so you can proc the shield. Yeah, good job positioning. If he's on the left side, that's correct. So the correct positioning for this is Twitch on the left side obviously, and then Braum on the right side.
Yeah, majority of the people have their assassins over on the left side.
Okay,
Just kind of
fair.
gamble.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, when you can face anybody, it's like, no, I can't really.
Yeah.
But like, even if Twitch dies, you should be fine. Oh, good pull by Thresh.
Oh, let's go.
And then you can buy Senna or something. Yeah, always just buy units in your shop. You have Volibear, Swain, and Shen.
Yeah.
You can sell Leona. You can buy Swain. I would sell Diana for sure.
Level.
Yeah, pre-level for sure. Yeah, so it could be a Dragonmancer game. You could also just play like Guild Xayah is very popular, and you already have 2 guilds. So but you're gonna probably win streak most of these games, so you're not gonna get a whole lot of offensive items. So whenever you're in this spot in which you're win streaking early, and you want to push levels so you can get higher cost units because you already have everything you need. Nothing to roll for. Honestly, I would make 10. I would sell your Dragonmancers because you kind of want to push levels. Yeah, sell those. It doesn't matter what you sell. Yeah, I would make 10. I will sell Kiana for Shen as well.
Shen?
Yeah, Shen's
Okay.
really good. The only thing you could really do here is, so if you don't have any much good items, you can just play a full guild comp. So you just play all the guilds. Talon is pretty good with almost any items you really give him. He's not very item reliant. Xayah is very item reliant. So if you want to play Xayah, you gotta have Rageblade and you have to have some type of AD item. Otherwise, she won't just.
Chain here.
You can go for bow actually. Go for bow. Because if you're win streaking, you need an offensive item. You're not gonna have much. You're gonna have plenty of defensive items. So since you have bow, you can play like Xayah. You can play like other 4. You can play Swain. You can play whatever. You can definitely play in Siphon.
Ooh, Siphon,
yeah. I would take out yeah. You want some yeah for guild, and you want some like backline, and you can put Thresh a little bit on the backside. You do this because I mean you already have Thresh, so this is pretty good. And then he also protects you from assassins, so you can always use Thresh to protect you as well. But you always want some type of like range unit typically. The only time you might not care too much if you're playing like a straight up all bruiser comp, but even those could be kind of risky, especially if you don't have like the best siphon items. Keep playing whatever you hit from this spot. You're not really playing Jade, so Anivia wouldn't really help. And you are playing bruiser, so I would pick Alawi. Whenever you get a shop with 2 cost, 3 cost, 4 cost, you should always consider like playing them. Just so Jinx.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got a lot of offensive items, and you have Rage Blade. So immediately I would just say like Xayah probably. So I would see if you have to level here or not. Every time it's 3-1, because you're leveling to 6 on 3-2 for sure. But on 3-1 or 4-1, I'll always see if I have to level or not.
I think I beat all these guys.
Yeah, you're looking pretty strong. Siphon does a lot of damage, Twitch does a lot of damage, and then you're.
I don't want to slam Rageblade because I don't on Twitch because he's gonna give me the guild and switch
Yeah,
shot for Xayah.
I would. Yeah, I'll wait until your next unit that you put in.
Okay.
It could be Braum. It could be.
Pretty sure I beat this guy.
It could be anybody really. I would just push levels so you can put as much unit as possible because you have your team is already pretty strong. Like you have a bunch of bruisers you can throw in. You can throw a guardian. So hey guys, I just want to explain what I mean as pushing levels. When you push levels, that typically means you want to go fast 8 or fast 9, which means you hit level 8 way sooner before the rest of the lobby. And then if you're at level 8 and you're still pretty strong after a couple rounds, then you can pretty much go fast 9, in which you're the first one to hit level 9 in your lobby, much earlier than the rest of your team. So let me tell you what standard leveling is before we talk about pushing levels. So standard leveling is you're at 5, or yeah, you hit level 5 by 2 stage 2 5, so round 5 in stage 2, you're level 5, and then by 3-2 you're level 6. By 4-2 you're level 7. By 5-2 you're level 8. And then typically, if people were still alive, then you can go 9 on 6-2. But this is typically standard leveling. You can always level one round earlier too. So people pre-level on stage 2, 3. People level to 6 on 3-1, 7 on 4-1. You can always level one round earlier to maintain win streaks, to try to get ahead of your opponents. But typically, this is just standard leveling. And then pushing levels means black is standard leveling, and then red would be like pushing levels or fast 8, fast 9. So if you're pushing levels on 3, so you still go level 5 here, level 6 here, and then you can go level 7 here, and then level 8 either 4-1 or 4. So you can go level 8 on one of these two, and then you'll go 9 pretty much one of these two, or sometimes 9 on here, depending if you're rich enough to go 9 here. If you go 9 on 5-1, 5-2, you're super rich, super, like, you're win streaking the whole game. If not, you can go 9 on 5-5. You're still gonna be doing like much earlier than the rest of the team, most of the lobby. And lower elos, I feel like higher elos. I think most people are actually 9 on 5-5, but yeah, 5-1 or 5-2. That's pushing levels. This is pushing levels because you don't have a whole lot of gold to roll. So if you don't need a roll, you always push levels. If you feel like you're pretty weak and you need a roll, you don't push levels. You go 7 on 4-2 and you roll down. And if you can stabilize by in one round or by 2 rounds, at most, you should never be weak 2 rounds after you roll. Then you're pretty much lost. And you need to roll until you're stabilized. But for the most part, yeah, so the black is standard leveling. If you just want to level by, if you don't know when to level at all, I would just go by the black. And then if you feel like you're super strong, reference these red lines for fast leveling. And then that's it. Definitely, like, obviously save up to make econ, but the only thing you pretty much hit everything you need. You know what I mean? Like, the true twos pretty much made you solid for the next 2 stages. So that's why I like that comp so much, because you never have to roll. Because typically on stage 3, you would maybe roll for maybe some pairs that you haven't hit yet. But since you hit all your pairs, you probably never have to roll out game. Honestly, high-end shopping has some benefits. You can probably hit your units faster.
Yeah, this guy's hella items.
I would roll, because none of these are really good. You don't care about earths, and high-end shopping is not very good. Yeah. Ooh, these are all good. Every single one of these are good.
See
Honestly,
how much DC they have. I don't think they have much so far. That
I
guy's
wouldn't really,
Zaya.
I wouldn't really worry about Verdant. I would do Guild Crown. It's not that bad. Radiant Relics is probably a little better, but Guild Crown is caught. It just tempos you. So I would just throw that. It would make you very strong now. I mean, yeah, just overall. So I would level. Always level to 6 by now. Put him in. You could put pretty much all your items on Siphon. So Rage Blade, Guild Crown, and Giant Slayer. So those 2 items are going to be for besides the Guild Emblem, those are all your items for Zaya.
Zaya.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's really good to know what items are good on here though.
Oh, the emblem gives you Omnivamp? That's cool. I
It
didn't know
gives your
that.
whole team Omnivamp.
Yeah, and double for Siphon. That's dope.
Exactly. So it's like 7.6 or 9.6, I think. So not too bad. Yeah. Don't you probably don't have to ever start anybody for the rest of the game. You hold and then you push levels. So I would level on 3-5 too. Like the only thing you need to do is just hit Zaya, or just any strong units. Like, do you understand why pushing levels is good? It's to maintain
Super
tempo, but
units.
like, what 2
I
costs and
already.
3 costs do you really care about? You know what I mean?
Oh, you mean for the percentage to
Yeah.
get the Zaya? Okay.
So that's what pushing levels is mainly for. You don't push levels if you need like to hit a 1 cost or 2 costs. Like if you're on a Sejuani 1, there's no point to push levels, you know, or a Shen 1. So you would be fucked. You don't want to push levels before you hit your units, typically, unless you're like desperate. Gonna be too close.
Nah, I'm Gucci.
Nice. The thing is, you're kind of lacking frontline because Thresh is not a proper frontline. But once you level for Braum, your frontline is good again.
Is it worth the sacrifice the whispers?
No, I don't think so. I think 4 whispers is pretty good. I would look.
Oh, just to level and put Braum
Yeah,
in. Yeah.
QSS is your next best item for So best items are Rage Blade QSS and then like a damage item for Xayah. And your damage item in this game is Giant Slayer. But Death Blade is pretty good too. Or IE is like okay as well. So I would level.
To level 3-5. Okay.
Yeah. You don't level here if you put in Braum for frontline.
Instead of Alawi for the bruisers for Siphon.
2 Bruise is not that strong. Plus Alawi is not a like Bruise Guardians is the best frontline you can possibly get. Yeah, I like that. Get the redemption value.
Yeah, and Guardian will buff more people, right?
Yep, it would give them the shield. You don't
Ass
want your team to die without getting that like shield in right here that they're about to get. I was so Twitch for 40. And then like on this spot, like if you wanted to sell Alawi for Econ, like I would 100% do it.
If I were to lose.
Yeah, cuz I already said that you're playing Xayah, so like you don't care about bruisers. Now you're just looking for like guilds and rage rings, which the only rage rings you really care for. Oh, Aerishin is like broken, dude.
Yeah.
I
Do
would
I have
buy
the
that.
items for him though?
You can. You just need Shojin. Oh, I am jealous. Okay. I mean, you probably won't play it. I think Xayah is pretty good. You should probably learn how to play Xayah. But I would just hold it. But yeah, you level 3. You don't level like level to 7 on 3-5 every game is really good. But you don't do it if you don't have a lot of gold. Like if you're like at 10, 20 gold here. You also don't do it if you're losing and you have nothing to put in. Like if we have units to put in. Like we have bruisers and guardians. So whatever like makes sense for our team, you would put in. But if you have nowhere to put in, there's never a reason to level.
Yeah, okay.
It'll be tough. No, we're good. Plus, Aerishin doesn't really fit in a guild comp. Aerishin is usually for if you have a lot of gold and if you have any augments that are like hyper specific towards one comp, it's usually not good to play Aerishin because Aerishin is like they call it like a value board, in which if you want to play like as expensive board as possible, like as strong as board possible, Aerishin and a bunch of legendaries is Aerishin is like the Exodia builds that you can make. I will see if you have to level. It's stage 4-1. So 4-2 you go 8, but let's see if you have to level around early to maintain your win streak. If you don't need to, I wouldn't
These
level
guys
it.
1 stars. I mean, this guy.
Oh yeah,
I
I
think
mean
I'm
we're
good.
smurfing on him, man. We're
I think I'm
smurfing on him.
good.
Most people don't know how to make a team. You can put him on the left side of Twitch, or I mean Rise, but because everybody's putting the assassins in the middle, so putting them there would be.
Get down. Come on. Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right. Honestly, if you want to play, you can play it. You can play Aerishin and just play Drew Lotus. To be honest.
I like that.
Yeah, just do it. Aerishin is literally so. Oh my fucking god! Just level. Take out Siphon, because you can only play one dragon. Yeah, and then sell them and roll down for frontline. Okay, that's decent. Oh, one more hit. Orn. Oh, an Orn. It's fine.
Yeah, whatever.
The position is terrible. Put Giant Slayer on him. That's his damage item. For Aerishin. So how you play Aerishin is you need Shojin and a damage item. Without those two, he's not the strongest. Damage / like AP items. You can sell Delawis.
And then I could just sell.
Yeah,
I'm not going for level 3.
I mean, it's pretty unlikely to hit it now. You can just sell them. It's fine.
I'll put this on the line.
Don't. You can put it on someone better. Okay, you can play Bard as well. Bard over maybe just hold him for now. Oh, actually, he has to go over somebody. So put him over Twitch. Rise give you AP. and then you just need Shojin. So just put you don't have it yet. Put Rage Blade on Vise for now. That's the only person that does damage. Um, and then
On Hecarim to get
you
the
can do it
fort.
on Hecarim, I guess. You might as well put him on him now. Yeah. But also put it on Braum because I think you're gonna sell Braum anyways. Yeah, this unit is fucking broken. You just need Shojin, so because he takes so long to cast. His mana I think is like 250, 200. So yeah, he does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Giant Slayer is good, so you have a damage item because you don't want him to cast and just not kill anybody. He doesn't have a lot of his stats are pretty. His base stats are already a little low. Once you get his stats up a little bit, he does a shit ton of damage. He scales hard. He's just pretty weak with no items. You want Shojin if you can. Otherwise, just any damage items are good. Because
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get that too.
I'm not really worried about your front line at all.
If they don't get Xayah,
But tier
he's going for it.
tier dude, tier Shojin.
I know he's gonna get it though.
Cloak or Bell, either one is fine.
Cloak for QSS. I already have a cloak, I guess.
You can you can make Declaw. It might be time to just take out guilds. You can put because you really want Ornn for 4 Tempest, so you can take that out of for yeah. Who cares about guilds? They're not important.
Honestly,
Just sell them.
on Bard.
I would just wait.
Cast?
I will wait because if you get Yasuo, put slam Declaw though, because you
Hecarim.
yeah. The another good unit is Yasuo. Yasuo is like beyond broken. So if you hit Yasuo, you want to give him all these attack items. Well, I would think I would just go 9 and then just try to play a bunch of legendaries instead of Gil Crown. Should have done whatever the Radiant Relics would have been a lot better. And then for the Treasure Dragon, I would just fish a Shojin. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep saying it so it sticks in your brain. But Shojin and just all damage items.
Okay.
So like if you can get 2 of them, it's pretty good. So like Rabadons, Archangels is really strong because it takes a long time to cast. Giant Slayers can be used for any carry, obviously. Just does more damage. Doesn't matter what kind of damage you do. I think the best items I had was Shojin, Archangels, and Rabadons. So I'll fish for Shojin. Yeah, you need Shojin. Without Shojin, he's not that strong. So you will get eventually. Oh, that's perfect. Yep.
Really
Shojin, Archangel.
Oh, and oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. So it's this is usually just you can probably just go to the store if you needed if you need like some milk, if you're missing some milk or something. Yeah. I'll slam Archangel and then the rest of your items can just go on the AD carry. So honestly, you can just throw it on Sejuani because I don't think you're gonna play Sejuani for very long, to be fair. You don't he's a 1-cost unit and we'll yeah, slam the rest wait, no. Titans. Yeah. And then you can throw that rest of ones on board. Yeah, and then you can try to snipe him, or it doesn't really matter. I'll just keep him there.
Oh, he's got all his assassins over here.
Yeah, and then you can sell Twitch for 30. Yeah. So, okay, so this is what we call a value board. And this is not even the full value. So if you ever go 9, if you ever go 9 and you're trying to think, hey, I'm super far ahead, right? It doesn't matter what board you're playing, by the way. I mean, if you have like augments that are like hyper specific for one comp, like you have a bunch of like Cannoneer augments or a bunch of like Rage Wing augments, then you want to go for a board like this. But if you're like true twos into makeshift into like ascension, like augments that can go for any comp, you can play a value board in which you just play Aoshin with these items and just a bunch of like 5 costs. So this is your dragon, and then you can play Yasuo is very strong, Bard is very strong, and then late game if you're super rich and you have a strong enough front line, which 2-star Ornn is 2-star Yasuo is literally enough front line. Like that's how the both of them are very tanky. I'll put the Bard over one more so he doesn't just die right away to the right. So he doesn't die from assassins. Yeah. And I would put the Cavaliers in front because they're gonna run away anyways. Yeah, they're gonna like. Cavaliers can't save you from assassins. They just run away.
Okay, yeah.
They just rush in front. So the people
I
who
figure Orin on the right, that way he can't.
yeah, you're protected on both sides, in the front and to the left. So yeah, you should kill one shot the whole board with these items. Oh, and with the Bard ult on top of it.
Yes, extra damage.
Ooh.
Ah,
That's why we have Shojin for the second cast. So it doesn't even matter. You can just actually auto attack them to death. Oh, that second ult is super strong.
yes,
8k damage. And it wasn't even within 15 seconds. Oh, Yasuo.
Oh my god.
So I'll take out Sejuani now. Because Yasuo is really, really strong. And then just sell it. You can put Titans in Rageblade. And then that next item can go on Hecarim. And then so like for this comp, if you can 2-star Yasuo and 2-star Ornn, honestly that's enough frontline. But having one extra frontline is good.
I
So
want to
you
get
can
rid of this Thresh.
you're gonna get rid of the of the what are they called? They're not called bodyguards anymore. That was last set.
Guardians.
Guardians. You can get rid of them at 9. Right now they give you enough frontline so you can kill the other team. And then later you can play like the 5 costs.
Dang, I just killed.
Yeah.
Is it
So
Lotus?
I've played Aerishin my last 6 games and only lost once. Like I just play this every game. Yeah, so blue buff is really good.
Dang.
Or you can go for Onyx. Onyx, you not just
Yeah.
Runans, I guess.
Runans.
Yeah. These gloves, it could be your last one. But yeah, blue buff is really good on him. He's a 80 champ, so IE or just any 80 emblems. Yeah. I mean, it honestly doesn't matter what items you put on Yasuo. He CCs the whole team, and that's all you want. Aerishin is so good with him because even if Yasuo dies, as long as he CCs the team and stalls them, you're chilling. Can you level?
Yeah, but I can't really. Who'd I put in?
I would just put in like Corki or Nunu. Yeah, for
Okay.
all those synergies. Or Raj Cavalier. I would just try to go 9 as soon as possible so you can start getting like 5 costs. And then Bard's giving you higher costs for 5 costs, so you should be able to hit every 5 costs in the game.
Ooh, that talent.
Yeah, Talon is the only thing that can
Ooh, that
probably kill you.
Omnivamp. That Guild Omnivamp.
Yeah, it's a tiny bit,
Came
but it's just enough. I think you probably heal like 200 health or something.
See how much.
800, nice. Yeah, you can buy Zoe. So yeah, this is a value deck, so there's just nothing in there. Or 1 gold.
Yeah, it was just a boot.
Oh yeah, I'll put it. I'll wait until you 2-star the legendaries though before you start throwing them in. But yeah, this is where you get like 2-star Zoe, 2-star Soraka, 2-star Bard, like they're all very strong.
He's got 3-star.
Yeah, against assassins, as long as you pack it in, you should be fine. You didn't Zephyr your team, so you're chilling. Yeah, I think when I play this, the only thing that could really beat you is Talon. So the only way to counter Talon, I mean, whenever you have whenever you're playing against Talon in general, you can either let Talon jump on your carry, because then he would jump away, or you just don't corner your carry. Because he pretty much just goes for whoever's in the corner. I would say Deathblade is a little better than Rageblade. So if you can just remake Yasuo, you can just take out Rageblade. Yeah, so at a certain point you gotta realize that you can sell your team and you have like 30-40 gold to roll. And when you have such a high chance to hit all your units, there's no you can afford like a loss here if you lose.
Come on. Oh,
I think that's game.
Dedge.
Oh wait, one of them's gonna die.
Use the Zephyr.
Yasuo might die. Oh, actually no, he's not being targeted. Your Aerishin might die if they target it. But with the Tempest, it stuns them, so I think they might die here. Nope. Yeah, you just don't corner your Aerishin because he's gonna get hooked.
Whatever. fine, I
As
guess.
long as he's not getting hooked, but you gotta also be
I
wary.
wanted to Zephyr Asloff, but
Okay, as long as the damage is just not one shotting your Shin is what's important. He's one shotting your backline though. Alright.
Yasuo
Can you hear
for
me?
2-star.
Yeah, Yasuo for 2-star. No, if you position well, you should not lose. Don't you gotta position yourself that Olaf doesn't just go straight into your backline. Just Zephyr his Diana. So it doesn't just jump out. And then frontline Ornn and backline everybody else. And yeah, that's good. That's good. And then you should win with this 2-star Yasuo. Like this team, you should never lose with this team unless someone is like a much stronger build. Like this a bunch of 3-cost champions are not gonna should not kill you. It's fine. You're gonna kill them unless his Olaf kills you, right? His Olaf is always on the same side as your Aershin, so it's like that's the problem here. Don't get threshed and put him on the right side without being threshed. So you put Zoe all the way on the right side and then just and then put Aershin on the right.
Oh
No,
shit, I
he's on
exposed
the
him.
same side. I mean, you're gonna Zephyr this Diana still. Oh, never mind. It's just you just got a position. Unless you can ult one more time.
Ah, man, that's close.
Pains me, man. Like, I'll show you how to position this out of this game, but so like you would put her next to Zoe, so you would never corner Aershin ever, because there's a thresh. Unless
Stop
you
putting Asian next to Zoe
you either
by herself.
put him there where you have him, or you put him next to Zoe. But you want to be if the Olaf is on the left side, you want Aershin on the right side.
Okay.
Vice versa, because what's happening is that he's going one directly to the old to your backline. Careful with your positioning. They want to spread it out a little bit. Yep. And then last second you can put him to the right. Yep. All right, you. Oh, I think that Diana got you. I mean you're not.
It
You're not.
might be
Yeah,
enough.
I think you're good. Diana's dead. Soraka with the heal.
Oh man.
It's
Alright.
okay. Not bad.
He had a good team for me.
Yeah, his team wasn't trash or nothing.
Oh yeah, okay.
So here's your level 8 board, right? You I mean it could be any bruiser, any frontline. You might not have Silas, but here's like best case scenario. Level 8 board with like assuming you hit all these legendaries, but your board was like still pretty good. You had all those here's a really strong level 9 board. On average, this is gonna be your level 9 board. Doesn't really matter what items you have for Yasuo. It could be all tank items, the Warmongers, Titans, Gargoyles. It could be like blue buff, i.e. Shojin, or BT. I.e. BT, blue buff is probably best in slot, to be honest. But any 80 items good, and then you can put tank items on Ornn and Silas. If it's an assassin like that, so let's say his whole team is on the left side, right? So you will want to put the whole team like this. You would want to put Lulu over here. And then if you can't corner Aershin, then you would want them to pull Zoe, or you want them to pull this unit here. If there's a Diana, you can do that. Or this. This is good too. And then this is pretty much your front line.
Do you typically spread out your front line like left, middle, right? Kind of.
Well, this is right here is pretty good. If his whole team is on the left side, I would do this. But if this is like you're super confident he's not moving, or you're moving at last second, like you're over here, then you go over here to the left. and then last second you go to the right and back to the left. It depends if who you're playing. If you're playing a person who always moves last second, then you need to move twice, either to the same spot or to the other side. Typically you keep your front line the same and you just move your, or like you have it over here, maybe have 2 units over here for Yasuo. Because usually when you play people typically, if they're good or if they're decent at least, they flop sides. So if Olaf one's on the left side, expect him on the right.
Okay.
So what I would do is, if you can't corner Aoshin, typically I will have my team like this. If I know Olaf is going to be on the right side, and
Doesn't that leave him open to assassins? Or is this
if you
assuming they
put
don't
him
have
like
any
this,
assassins?
if there's no assassins, you're chilling like this. Otherwise, if there are assassins, you can go like this or like this,
Okay.
or it depends how many assassins there are. If there's 4 or more, you can put them in the back line, or you can just pack everybody in. But like against his team, he only had 1 assassin. That was Diana. So you can just put him like this, right? This is fine. 1 unit in front of Aoshin, and he has a thresh, so you just corner him like this. If they're all frontline, you can just put Yasuo right in the middle. He has the best chance of just CCing as much people as possible. And then last second, I would just do this. And then if his thresh is on the right side, you're chilling. If his thresh is in the middle or on the left side, then you just swap sides like this. And then
Okay.
his Diana pushes right here, and then that's all you do. Because if you're on the opposite side of Diana, and like, cause you want him to put his Diana right here, and if his Olaf is on the left side, you just do that last second. That's all you need to do.
Oh, okay.
And then that way, Diana just fucks around with these units. Olaf fucks around with these units. And if they're 2-starred, you're chilling. And then if you don't have to play Silas, honestly, Hecarim's probably a better unit because it CCs more people. So is this Hecarim? Hecarim's probably a little better. Hecarim's definitely a better unit than Silas, but a lot of times, if you're playing mages or something, you might have Silas, or you can put Silas and have 3 mages for Zoe if you have like a mage of them. And instead of Lulu, you can maybe play a 3rd mage. The main units are Aoshin and Yasuo. Without these 2 units, none of this works. I mean, you can play Aoshin before Yasuo, but you have to hit Yasuo soon after you hit Aoshin. And obviously you want the Aoshin items. But yeah, that's just, whenever you're playing assassins, if it's only 1 or maybe 2 assassins, you can just move last second. Assuming he's not gonna flop as well. Like if he's on the left side and you're on the left side, you're gonna flop last second and he's gonna flop last second and go on the right side. But against that guy, he literally never moved his units. He only moved Diana and Thresh. That's it. So,
Yeah, it was mad confusing because of the Thresh and then the Cav Olaf and Assassin Diana. It was really.
I mean, I have you do this to, that way you can't possibly fuck up. But his Thresh is on the right side, so you can corner this Aoshin. And having this much distance is like crucial. Because then he was cast a second time and actually won. And then sometimes get a high Yasuo too, because if your Yasuo is dying right away, you want to put him in the corner away from Olaf as well. That's also good. But I don't know what, I wasn't really watching Yasuo, so I don't really understand what was happening.